10 to the power of 2 multiplied by 10 to the power of negative 1. That's going to give us 10 to the power of 2 plus a negative 1. Or 10 to the power of 2 minus 1, which equals 10 to the power of 1, which gives us 10. Now remember, a number, also for one of our laws, a number written in this form of exponent, or a negative number, is written in that way. A to the power of a negative exponent equals 1 divided by the positive form of the exponent. That's what that form takes. So here, 10 to the power of negative 1, that's going to equal 1 over 10 to the power of 1. Or 1 divided by, or 1 over 10. So 10 to the power of negative 1. So you're going to see like that multiplying by a negative exponent is like dividing by its positive form. So now we have that established that 10 to the power of negative 1 equals 1 over 10. So we know here that this equals 10 to the power of 1, or just 10. So the equivalent form of this expression here is 10 to the power of 2 times 1 over 10 to the power of 1, which is 1 over 10. Now this becomes 10 to the power of 2 over 10 to the power of 1. Now that becomes 10 to the power of 2 minus 1. You see, that's the same as here. 2 plus a negative 1 is the same as 2 minus 1. So we get 10 to the power of 1, or just 10. Now, if we have, let's say if you're given 3.43 to the power of 10 times 10 to the power of 5, and we want to multiply, or we want to, let's say we want to divide. Let's say you have to divide two numbers in scientific notation. So how do we do this? What you do is you can treat the powers of 10 separately from your decimal points. So you treat it like so. And you work on each separately, then you put them back together when you're done. You multiply the factors when you're done. So you simply do the division. 3.43 divided by 5.77 is 0.594. But we'll just round it down. We'll say 0.59. We're going to round to the hundredths place. So that's our result for that. You have your multiplication symbol. Now we do 10 to the power of 5 over 10 to the power of 3, which gives us 10 to the power of 5 minus 3. And we know that gives us 10 to the power of 2. So our answer here for 3.43 times 10 to the power of 5 divided by 5.77 times 10 to the power of 3, the result of that division is 0.59 times 10 to the power of 2. Now here, let's say we have 3.43 to the power of 10 times 10 to the power of 5. And that's how we want to multiply this by another number in scientific notation, such as the one we just had, 5.77 times 10 to the power of 3. Now what you're going to do, you're going to make it easier on yourself. Now this is a multiplication. These two terms are factors. These two terms are factors. Altogether, you have 4 factors, so it doesn't matter the order in which you multiply. You're going to multiply, so you can change this into 3.43 by 5.77, and then you place your powers next to each other. And then you multiply those results and you put your answer there. So 3.43 times 5.77 gives you 19.79. Okay? Now 10 to the power of 5. Now 10 to the power of 5 multiplied by 10 to the power of 3. Remember, we use our form. That's going to give us 10 to the power of 5 plus 3. Or 10 to the power of 8. Okay? So we place that here. So that's our answer. That's how you deal with scientific notation numbers. You're multiplying them to multiply them or divide them. Now here for this section, I want to touch a little bit on fractions. Talk about fractional forms and